Hi. This video is a little bit different. I'm in the middle of a YouTube challenge where I make daily videos for as long as I can, I suppose. And in the flurry of making several videos over a couple of days, I thought I've not yet done one about who I am behind the channel. Nobody is the answer, just a dad. Which is good enough for me. A dad who found Dungeons and Dragons in my secondary school when I was about 10 and joined the Dungeons and Dragons lunch club because they got dinners early. 10 minutes early they were let in so that they could have their lunch hour doing the D&D things. Whereupon 3 of the lads in my year would bring these lead miniatures, and the dungeon master would have his red box under his arm and he'd drawn out on graph paper, stuck together with sellotape, this dungeon. And I remember very little else. I used to love watching them and I'd sometimes get a go. We were kids, they weren't properly teaching me, they didn't care that I was there. So I was basically involved but not involved. And then I got that Dungeons and Dragons box set for Christmas. I had nobody to play it with. And although I thought it was cool, I actually ended up just reading the Final Fantasy books where you choose your own adventure. What a loner, what a loser. But yeah, I loved them. And I've always loved fantasy. But my life went off into movies and video games, which kept me going for decades. Cut to, I'm a father. We were donated a load of Warhammer things before they were thrown in a skip. The Warhammer stuff led me to a nerdy store in town with my son where we were taught Magic the Gathering. Dungeons and Dragons was being played. I was like, I used to play that, but never properly. So I started as a player in D&D and I bought the Player's Handbook and thought, God damn, that's the most expensive book I've ever bought. And eventually just kept sinking my money into it, and it might have changed my life. And the decades that we skipped over before I was a father was filled with dark spots, self-annihilation, I have to say. And yet D&D is such a balm. It's made me able to be in front of a camera and talk to you. It's brought me out of myself, made me confident. To be fair, my ghost hunting team also did that, doing public events, but just getting older you get more confident. But putting myself in front of an audience and putting it on the internet is something I never thought I'd do. And D&D, the community, is such a collaborative, playing with strangers often kind of thing that I feel comfortable. You know, I'm 50 now. I don't kind of care what you think of me. So I'm allowed to do anything and not be that bothered about the comments. But luckily, I've not avoided that yet. We're only approaching 2,000 subscribers, but 2,000 subscribers is the absolute maximum I ever thought I'd get. Getting to 1,000 was a bloody nightmare, and getting to 2 just seemed to have happened. Anyway, so I got to thinking, what is this channel about? What is it at its fundamentals? And I think it's to teach. And I guess teach makes me want to pull that back and say, what do I know? But you know, I've done my how to run modules. For what it's worth, I enjoy doing that. I like simply laying out information. I think I'm alright at that. And since I get huge enjoyment out of doing it, and now a little bit of money, I'll continue doing it, and I love it. And unbelievably, I've got to the point now where things I used to buy, I get sent for nothing. That is just the coolest thing. That is better than any audience. I just want the things around TTRPGs for my own pleasure. That's just being honest. So anyway, yeah, the YouTube challenge that I'm farming out some videos had to start right at the beginning on the video ideas list. It's not produced much, I put some lights on, that's about it. Hardly edited really, and I'm always scared of oversaturating you with videos, but whether YouTube videos work, you just have to click on them, so you choose what to watch. Anyway, just thank you. If you know my channel, I just thank you. Thanks for being a D&D and things like that. You're the coolest, and I'll see you in the next video.